listener, Paul Tagliabue, and find out who it is.
With the fifth pick in the draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select John Copeland, defensive end, Alabama. The next selecting team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, I can't say I'm real surprised at that pick, gentlemen. We thought it would be the tackle to replace Munoz, or here go the Alabama defensive players. Those three defensive linemen become a premium, Mel.
Well, Copeland, one of the safe picks. He's a real bulldog in the middle, great against the run, and that's something the Bengals need. They have those outside guys, Alfred Williams, Danny Stubbs. They need somebody who can hold down that middle area. John Copeland at 280 pounds, really tough, intense player. Spends a lot of time in the opposition's backfield. What he needs to work on is getting rid of a little of that flab in the middle, getting in the weight room, getting a little stronger. You see his outside pass rush ability, decent closing speed, but his effect on the Bengals is going to be as a run stopper, not necessarily as a great pass rusher. See him here, the way he gets it into the backfield again, makes the tackle. A very consistent player. Fifth pick overall is about where he was projected. Certainly a good pick for the Bengals, who desperately needed that size and that ball.
Well, if it's Curry, it can't be that hard to pronounce, Paul.
With the sixth pick in the draft, Tampa Bay selects Eric Curry, defensive end, Alabama. The next choice will be the Chicago Bears.
To the Marriott Marquis, the NFL draft, again, carpet cam, shag carpet cam. And it's been a lot of fun already, that's for sure. We started offense, and now the next three picks, 4, 5, 6, have gone defense. Eric Curry, Mel Kiper, is a rare pass rusher. They feel that he could be the strict pass-rushing defensive end the team spent 10 years looking for and never quite developed.
That was his responsibility at Alabama, to get outside, get after the quarterback. He had Copeland inside, he had Derek Oden at inside linebacker, great supporting. What Curry needs to do is get stronger in the weight room, only did 11 reps at 225. But you see a kid able to come off the corner, close, track down a running back down the field. And I think it's that closing speed which allows teams to believe that once he gets up to a solid 265, 270, he is going to be a major force. All his negatives are correctable, and that's something that Floyd Peters will take care of. That sustained intensity that was lacking at times at Alabama. There would be a quarter and a half where Curry would disappear. Floyd Peters will kick him into shape, a year in the weight room, and he could be a force, especially when tied in with Dotson and Wheeler and that young defensive line they already have in Tampa Bay.
Come up on George Teague really this week, and if that's the case, that would mean three members of the Crimson Tide defense, that National Championship defense, would go in the first round. Remember, we've already had 4 Notre Dame players. Let's see what the pack does.
Green Bay selection is George Teague, defensive back from Alabama.
And there he is in Frankie's Sports Bar on the phone with either Mike Holmgren or Ron Wolf, I would imagine. And so the Tide rolling in just one shy of Notre Dame in the first round. And so the first round has ended at about 459. Actually, a little less than that. So we got 29 picks in less than we got 28 in 1991. Mel, we thought that there would be a run on corners at some point, and actually, after a slow start, the first corner didn't go till 17 to Carter to Washington. We ended up with what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the last half of the draft. Surprised?
Well, there's still some good ones available. Ryan McNeil from Miami, Carlton Gray from UCLA, still good cornerbacks on the board at this point in time. So teams in that early second round are going to be able to steal some pretty good football players. When you look at George Teague, what allowed him to surface as a possible first early second round stretch run in the last 4 or 5 games. You know, he had the big interception against Miami in the championship game, played well at the All-Star games. Combine workout, didn't participate there. Individual workout was pretty good. This is the interception that turned that game around for Alabama, allowed them to pull away. Here's where he caught Lamar Thomas in the open field, stripped the football, showed that he has straight ahead speed. The question with Teague is how well he moves laterally. That turning motion's not as smooth as some of the other cornerbacks. The debate with